Hey guys, this is my Ketsui one-on commentary. Uh, I'm really excited to do this, and I've been looking forward to doing this for a while now because, mostly because Ketsui is an absolutely great game. It's one of my, has to be one of my favorite shmups of all time because everything about this game is just amazing. Like from the scoring system, the lock-on shot, the bullet patterns, the difficulty, the soundtrack, it's everything about this game is so awesome. But before I really start talking, I'm gonna have a few notes. So sorry if my voice sounds dorky. This is just how I sound, okay? I can't change how I sound, like, okay? And two, sorry if there's like background noise and if it's distracting. My family's a little busy. Just not mention outside noise is like always a thing. I can't really control it, so yeah. This commentary, I'm talking basically like whatever about the game, my experiences, how I feel. Yeah, okay, so for stages 1 and 2, I don't really do much, just light scoring. Slice scoring for stage 1 and 2 that was actually a strategy that was suggested by the Electric Underground in this Ketsui survival guide video. So I basically just went with that. And when I started out, I didn't think. I mean, I thought doing light scoring for stage 1 and 2 would actually be quite hard. But really, it's not that hard. It's like not hard. Not really that hard. Not really hard at all. Okay, so back talking about my favorite game. Okay, so I actually started playing this game back in February by Main. I actually got into this game by the Death Label version on DS. I played it for a bit. I realized it was actually fun as hell, so I decided to try out the real arcade version. And back then in February, it kicked my ass. Okay, kicked my ass straight to the ground. I literally could not get past stage 3. Like, back then in February this year, I didn't think I would like ever get this game. Like, I thought it was too hard. But well, look now. I got the actual arcade. So that's pretty cool, honestly. Okay, now back to the game. Coming up is the stage 2 mid boss. This first pattern is not that hard, pretty straightforward actually. The second pattern though, it's not really that hard either, but it's a little tricky, and I can't really get it consistently, so I just bomb it. Okay. More on that. Okay, so more about my experience. So I was definitely discouraged from playing for a while, but in May, I think, I started to like make strategies, like on MAME. So I mean save states for like every stage, like tricky parts, bosses. And while practicing, I thought this game is actually ruthless. It's super hard, and I'm not too wrong, but it's not as hard as I thought. It's definitely very difficult, not gonna lie. And it will take one a lot of time to clear. So just keep that in mind. And okay, so here's the stage 2 boss. Now my strategy is a bit mixed, but for this time I decided to like lock onto like one of the tracks first, and then the like main module in the middle, just lock on to that one. Doing that should put itself down pretty fast. and enter the second phase pretty quick. Okay, now soon it's about to shoot this grenade pattern. It's like where the bull's like going like a wave pattern, and this one it's not that hard either. It's not really that hard either, but I decided to like bomb it for this one because again I can't get consistent. Like I said. Okay, so this is where I stopped doing my light scoring to stage 3, and I also get the first score extents. That's nice. Okay, so Ketsui is a game that emphasizes aggression. Probably said a million times before, but aggression is a super important thing. A lot of the time, you have to be up close to enemies and take them out fast. Otherwise, they're going to fill up the screen bullets, make it pretty unmanageable. It's going to be very rough with this. So try to take out the more tankier enemies as soon as possible. Not doing so just basically make the game harder. So yeah, stage 3 is where things start wrapping up a little, and being aggressive is really more of a okay. This part right here with the soon there's gonna be like Zako popping up. Now this type of Zako shoots suicide bullets. See those blue suicide bullets over there, and that part is a little tricky. I actually died a few times in a few runs. I got walled there. I bombed. But just for safety. Okay, now coming up is the stage 3 battleship mid boss. Practice this part. It's very essential if you want to get it clear, because you got to do it very specific. The reason why is because this boss gives you an extend, a 1-up, and to get it you have to destroy all its parts before destroying the main module, and then after doing that you gotta kill the boss. Doing this with all this without bombing will grant you the extend. So this went pretty well. Sometimes I died to this. There's like wavy pattern, which kind of sucks. But this time I managed to do pretty well. Okay, so the aggression again. Look, I messed up things up a little. It gets a little tough, but I stand my ground and regain like balance. I don't know what else to call it. I'll conquer that boat. More of those suicide bullets are coming up. Boom, 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 boom. And then this big boat. Now, with the boats, it's actually kind of hard. This time, I managed to save a bomb instead of bombing here like I usually do. Okay, so here's the stage 3 boss. This guy is tough. Patterns are tricky, especially with like those whiplashing thing, lasers, whatever you call them. Now the swirly part, I usually bomb here, but I might just save a bomb sign. Okay, and then now the second phase. This part with the woods, I just bomb here. Definitely a good idea to just bomb this boss. Usually, in most of my runs, I use 2 bombs. 2 bombs in this boss. I have to see one again. Okay, now this final pattern is super cool. It looks kind of hard, but really, all you gotta do is just stay close to the blue bullets. And then, boom, the boss is dead. Now, okay, coming up is gonna be stage 4. This is where the game really ramps up difficulty and really emphasizes that aggressive gameplay. Okay. So, these guys, those big ray guys will actually for bullets. You will need to you basically need to memorize where they come from, or else you're most likely gonna get walled and overwhelmed, and you're gonna die off the bomb. Okay, so I do pretty nicely. up until around here. Yup, I don't take out those 2-1. And because of this, I kind of get punished for it. Look, I get walled here. Use a bomb. Kind of glad I saved that bomb from earlier. And things get pretty chill for just a small bit. These more of these guys with the pink bullets again, popping all up, and then here's the mid boss backdraft. Okay, first pattern easy. The second pattern is gonna be like this swirly pattern. Usually I go from the left to the right, but this time I decided to go from the right to the left, which is kind of interesting, but it still works. It's basically the same. One time I actually managed to, while practicing, I actually managed to no miss, no bomb this guy, so that's interesting. Okay, over here is where I usually lose my first life. Yep, there we go. I die. But I'm gonna get an X, second X, score exit pretty soon, so it's not that bad. Okay, so coming up, the screen's gonna start to scroll sideways, which is pretty dang cool. Now, there's a first nightmare. These guys are tough. Just try to kill them as soon as possible. Okay, so more of those big bullets, and then now one of my favorite parts. These guys like shoot these rings. It's not that hard. It's a little tricky, however. So let us bomb there. Again, things get a little slow for a while, but you still need to be on your guard. That wavy time from earlier is now back with a little slightly tougher. Final wave got pretty close. Now these wave guys again, but you will have to be more watchful of these since. Okay, now 2 nightmares are gonna pop up. This is the first one, and I highly recommend bombing these guys. Just bomb. If you're not really an expert or a pro player, like just bomb them, okay? Don't try and. But good thing is I managed to save a bomb here. A bit of a stupid move, but whatever. Okay, so at this point in the run, I realized it's actually kind of good. Okay. By the way, and also while I was doing this run, my mom, my uncle, my aunt, and my cousin were all watching me play. So I told them to not to distract me, because I might actually get the clear side. And so, about the stage 4 boss, I bombed twice on the, but look, I managed to no miss the rest of this boss, which is pretty crazy. These missiles with like shooting these like, patterns, it's just really crazy. Most of the time I die or bomb, but I don't know, some reason I was just like, okay, this part with the virus thing, shooting the lock onto that drone, and then this sweeping pattern, definitely a little tricky. It's not uncommon for me to screw up here. And finally, the final pattern. This dude's gonna shoot these. Gonna have to go around the boss, and also gonna have to dodge the blue bullets. Again, I usually bomb here, but this time I managed to pull through. Boom. Guy's dead, and now we're gonna enter stage 5. So in this run, it's like at the time I was like really focusing. Earlier that day, I actually had a really good run, but at stage 5 I completely screwed up. Because of nerves. But this time everything matched go good. So for this first part, just use the normal shot and get up close. Now this big plane is gonna come up. You're gonna have to direct its blue shots. You gotta go over there and over there, and then when it reaches that second part, make sure you. Okay, it flips on in there. Go to the left. Lock on that blue container. Stage 5 is now again. Stage 5 is the hardest level in the game. You bullets and like the enemies, bullets, pattern. It's everything is absolutely crazy here. You will need all those lives and extents to all those lives and bombs and to get past. This is one brutal. Oh, locking up Bukater again. And then now these planes are gonna come from the left and the right. These red waves. Gotta kill them fast. Boom. Boom. Okay, now coming up is there's gonna be two choppers. Destroying them both without bombing will grant you the second hidden extent. Okay, we'll lock on that first helicopter. By the way, they're actually clones of your main ships. Like, obvious, but like, it's kind of a cool detail considering a lot of this game. Like an arms dealer, having all these powerful weapons and doing like World War III. Okay, now this part, 5 lives going into the mid-boss, I realized, okay, this run is absolutely amazing. Okay. Those waves I unfocus, because I might actually get caught and die. The swirly pattern, I usually just bomb or die here, everything tricky. And then this one, I don't know how I didn't die here, but wow, okay. Now this second phase, one of my favorite patterns of the game. Ooh, yup. It goes in like this circular motion, and I get trapped by the pink bullets. Fortunately, I was able to not use a bomb kit. Now, coming up, suicide bullet Zakos are back. Try to like direct your bullets away, like going up the screen, going down. Yeah. And then okay, I use a bomb here, risking now. These guys with the blue bullets again. You gotta. Usually I die or bomb here, but this time was really great. I managed to get through those guys without destroy them all without bombing or dying. Super great. Okay, now coming up is the elevator descent. Bomb here. Bomb here. There's gonna be those suicide bullet Zako enemies, and then there's these planes with the all these bullets. I just bomb here. Okay. Now this giant nightmare pops up. If you have bombs, please bomb this guy. And for his patterns are really tough, and for somehow I managed to no miss, no bomb this guy. Boom! Look at that. It's actually wild. I don't even know how he did that. Probably won't when you're deep in a run. That's what you do. Okay. Now this the final what's coming up. Those ring guys, destroy them with your main shot, while also destroying those Zakos, shooting those pink bullets at you. Now this part, I don't know how not to die to it. Like bomb if you have bombs. So I lose a life here and 3 lives coming here too. This is like really good. Now more of those choppers from earlier in the stage. Be careful when there's a lot of them. They become really nasty. So just bomb them. A lot of those Zakos come up, pop up, boom. There's a big wave of those pink bullets, and then this giant guy with bullets. Like wow, this game is wow, just really wild. Use okay now. Final part. There's going to be a lot of these blue towers popping up. Bomb them. Once there's like more than like. Once there's like 2 or 3 of them, like just bomb them. Okay, now something funny happens. Boom, I die, and then look again. Watch. Boom, I die again. Okay, so I have 1 life, 4 bombs. Now this is the final boss. This first pattern. Okay, let myself lock up there. I mean, locking in there. This first pattern is actually, I found it kind of hard, so I just bombed it. Yeah, like, I didn't want to risk it. Okay. Same thing with that wave of getting bombed. No, this like red rope thing. It's not as hard, but I still bomb it for safety. Okay, I managed to skip those blue waves. I managed to get a good lock on there. Okay. Now, this, for some reason, this part, I forget I have a bomb. And look. Boom, I die. Now I have 3 bombs left. Okay. So this pattern is... I don't know why I didn't bomb here, but... I was like... completely like focused, locked in. I bomb here. And then we start shooting like those double hunting grenade things. And boom, I managed to skip it slightly. Okay, just use up my 2 bombs. And... boom! Final boss is dead. I got the clear, and when I got this clear, like in front of my family members, like my mom, as I said, like I was like with my mom, my aunt, uncle, and by the way, 2-year-old nephew. I know this game is 10 plus, so I'm kind of sorry. About that. But when I beat the final boss, I got so excited. Like, I just started like celebrating like so loud. It was crazy to me. Like it was just like some random Friday. Like I was just like randomly playing and I just got the clear. And by the way, that was the first time I ever made it to the final boss in one credit, like in a run, and I beat it. And I managed to be in that same run. So that's actually wild. So getting this clear was one hell of a journey. Like I said, like back in February, I didn't think I'd be able to get this clear like ever. I thought like I would be like a mid-play pro, but even now I'm still shocked by how I was able to get that. It was actually what. I will try to play this game more. Maybe I'll try to get a clear with Panzer next, or even try to make it to the Omote loop if I'm a little cocky. But getting the Omote loop will definitely take some time and a lot of practice. So yeah. So my replay is about to end. If there's any comments, tips, anything you'd like to add in the comment section, please comment. I'd love to hear whatever you want to say. So bye.